Ooh. Hello, highlight. How are you doing? Hey everyone, today I have no makeup on because we're gonna do a tutorial and I'm gonna do my whole face, and my inspiration for my makeup today came from the new Grav3yardgirl collab with Tarte. You guys know I'm always super excited for other YouTubers whenever they get to do cool things, but this one is extra special and I'm extra excited because Bunny is my friend, and so I am super excited to support her. She came out with a whole collection with Tarte, so there's 2 lip colors and this face and eye palette. I'm gonna be using the eye colors mainly for this tutorial. I'm gonna do kind of like a talk through situation, and those usually take me an extra long time, so let's just get started. Right now, I'm using my Smashbox primer water. Just got a little in my mouth, not great. Okay, for my foundation, I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation concealer in 02 Natural. Actually, I have 02 Natural and 03 Light Beige. I just got this foundation yesterday, so I'm not sure what color I am. Maybe we should do a mix. I don't really know. But don't get mad at me if it doesn't match my skin tone. So I'm just mixing those 2 colors because I'm avoiding making a decision, as usual. I'm using a flat top kabuki from Zoeva in the Rose Gold collection, which is very luxurious, but also a lot like other flat top kabukis. Womp womp. What are you doing, you little mountain goat? Can you see her? I'm actually kind of on the fence about this foundation, but obviously I'm giving it another shot. To conceal, I'm using the Boots number 7 Stay Perfect Blemish cover in medium, light medium. Light medium, that's what I'll say. And I'm using a little baby flat top kabuki to apply it to the redness around my nose that I live with every day of my life. And then I'm also going over any areas where that foundation didn't cover, which actually aren't many because that foundation is not playing around. Next, to conceal under my eyes, I'm using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eyes. I am a slave to this product. I try to try other things, and it does not work because I always come back to this. This stuff does magic, and I can't quit it. And I'm just patting that on with a Makeup Geek kind of slanted kabuki brush. What is this actually called? Angled stippling brush. This is not a stippling brush, but whatever. Now I'm gonna set any concealer or spots I want to set with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, which I think is supposed to just be like for the under eye, but I can't deal with using 2 different powders, okay? And whoa, I did just apply a lot of powder, not on purpose. I don't do the baking thing. And I was talking to my friend at work the other day, and she was just like, why don't you? What's wrong with you? And I don't know what's wrong with me, but actually I'm thinking, my suspicion is that this powder is just like not good for baking, and I'm really loyal to this powder, so I ordered a different kind of powder, and maybe I will live in 2016 in the very near future and like baking like everyone else on this planet. Next up, I'm grabbing my Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Palette in number 20, which I think is the lightest color. And I've told you guys about this contour shade in a favorites video in the past. It is almost gray. It's a warm gray, okay? But it's really good for contouring, especially for me. And I don't do like a super heavy contour. I don't like to fret that my contour isn't blended right, so I'd rather go lighter rather than darker. So I just go rather conservatively. I also go along my jawline here. This is not an exact science. It probably should be. I have kind of like a problem area jawline. Can you see? I have a scar here, and that kind of like screws up my jawline / my whole face. I should talk to you guys about that someday. But I do my best to kind of correct what I can and accept what I can't. Now I'm grabbing my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, and I'm using my small stippling brush to go into that lightest color, and I'm going under my eyes. Clearly, I don't know, I get obsessed with things and I don't stop using them. I have been using this steadily for a year. Like, I fall in love with things and I don't fall out of love. That applies to makeup and everything else in my life. Like, I don't know how to not love things that I once loved. And now I'm going in with a contour color. I'm gonna kind of just mix these two, and I'm just gonna like lightly go around my contour areas, around the extra long forehead. Thank you. And a little bit more just in the cooler tone one for the cheekbones. Not that I need to like really have super sharp cheekbones. I don't think that's super flattering to me. And again, around my jawline, just real sloppy. And I go over my chin kind of like extra because I got a long face and I try to like shorten it a little bit if I can, just even if it's like an optical illusion. I'm trying. And now to contour my nose just a little bit. For the longest time, I just like gave up trying to contour my nose because I felt like every time I did it, it just made it look more like crooked and weird. Lately, I've decided to fight the battle again. And so I just very, very lightly use kind of like a large eyeshadow shader brush. This one's by Wet n Wild. Just really, really, really lightly. My nose is weird because it has a bump when I turn this way, like just on one side it has a bump. I know it's not major or anything. There's a chance you like can't even see it. I don't know if that helps. But then when I turn this way, I don't have a bump. Isn't that weird? I don't know what's up with that, but I try to make it look straight, sort of. Now to blend that, I go back in with that small stippling brush and I grab a little bit of my MAC Medium Mineralized Skin Finish and kind of just go over it. Next, I have the Nars Orgasm Blush. Believe it or not, I've never owned this before and never used it before until today. Should you use things for the first time in a tutorial? Oh my gosh, you know what? And I was too excited to use this and I didn't do my highlight first. I actually like to do my highlight before I do my blush. I remember when this was like all the rage on YouTube and I just, for some reason, I was just like, it's not worth it. I always feel like that about things that everyone likes. I'm just like, you guys are all buying into something, you need to stop. But then I try them and I'm like, no, that's actually really good. You are all right, I was wrong. Next up for my highlight, this is the Benefits What's Up. It's a cream highlight and I'm using my little Sonia Kashuk brush. Let's try it like this. Let's get crazy. Ooh. Hello highlight, how are you doing? Little on my nose, little on my chin. And on top of that highlight, I'm using the Laura Geller Gilded Honey because I'm going all out today. All right, now to start my eyes, I'm just going to curl my lashes and then use a little bit of my Maybelline The Rocket Volume Waterproof. If you haven't been watching me for very long, you don't know, I have extremely straight eyelashes, you can probably tell. And waterproof mascara is like the only solution. If you have super straight lashes and you need to keep them, whoa, my contact. And you need to keep them curled throughout the day and you struggle with it, just use one light layer to start your mascara routine off. And no matter what you put on top, they will stay curled through the day. It changed my life. I learned it from Goss makeup artist. His channel is amazing. I've been watching it for years and years and years. I'm always down to tell you where I learn amazing things, and you can learn amazing things from him. I learned this from him. Game changer. I'm not gonna make you watch me do mascara because that's incredibly boring. All right, moving on to the brows. I am using a brand new product from Benefit. It's the Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and it is one of my favorite products from their new collection, and I'm just filling in my brows. My brows are pretty out of control right now, but I'm accepting them for who they are. But it's kind of what I've been doing all year. I just haven't ever like sat down and done them and been like, okay, now you have perfect brows. For some reason, perfect brows just, it's not something I care about anymore for some reason. It's just a phase I'm in, Mom. Leave me alone. Literally called Goof Proof, so that means I'm supposed to like this. It basically just allows me to do my brows pretty quickly, and that's usually my goal. And then now I'm using another one of their brow products. There's like a cream gel. And I just use a little bit on top of the pencil. They're the same color, but it adds dimension for me. And I like it. Definitely don't do this every day, but I'm doing it today. Next up, I'm using Benefit's Eyebrow, and this is the matte color, and I'm just going under my brows to kind of define them and highlight the brow bone. Really easy. It's like a super light pink color. And they redid this one where it's creamier. I had the old version, and it was definitely a little more on the chalky side and not very easy to blend. And this one is like way, way, way better compared to that one. Okay, finally, time for the fun part. Yay! First off, I'm using kind of like a big flat brush, and I'm getting a whole bunch of Big Baby, which is a matte kind of off-white cream color. And I'm just going all over my lid space with that, just to do kind of like a base. And then with the same brush, I'm going into Natural Peaches, which is a really nice kind of just matte peach color. It's a really good transition color, but I'm going all over my lid and into the crease and a little bit up as kind of like a transition color slash all over color slash this is just a really good color. Did I mention that this palette smells delicious? I love when they do makeup that just smells like a snack. It's snacky makeup, I just love it so much. I'm also gonna go under my eye with this Natural Peaches color. I should probably use like a smaller brush for this, but guess what? I'm not. No surprise there, I'm sure. This is gonna be like, I did this look yesterday, so I kind of know where I'm going with it. I think it looks specifically pretty on greenish hazel eyes, which is what I have. And you're done. No, just kidding. You're not done, you're not close to done. Next up, I'm using kind of like a fluffier kind of blending brush, and I'm grabbing a whole heaping helping of Dog Man. This is probably my favorite color out of the whole palette. It's just kind of like a really pretty rusty orangey brown. I feel like we all kind of love that color collectively as a human race. And this is a really, really pretty color. When you first swatch it, you think it's like really glittery, not really glittery, but it has glitter in it. But when you put it on your eye, it's invisible, or at least I don't really see it, which is kind of magical and amazing and confusing, but I'm not arguing with it. I'm just kind of packing it on the outer corner. I'm sort of going for like a halo effect. I'm trying. So I'm like packing, blending, and then very delicately going through the crease with my Miss Doubtfire voice. And I'm picking up a pencil brush by Makeup Geek, going back into Dog Man, and I'm putting that on the inner corner, not the innermost inner corner. I'm leaving that open for some highlight because I have kind of small lid space and I don't want to completely close it off. And then I'm just like very lightly going over the rainbow in the crease, like so. And then you just do the same thing on the other eye. Now that all that color is laid down like so, I am going in with like a clean blending brush and trying to blur out those edges. This color is nice. It blends really well with Natural Peaches. And you can even grab a little Natural Peaches. Just grab a little Natural Peaches and you can add that in. And the almost inner corner as well, just kind of like mirroring what I did on the upper lid on the lower lid. You know the drill. And to make the middle of my lid kind of pop, I'm going to be using Sassy Bun, which is kind of like a rose gold metallic-y shade, on a flat brush, and I'm going to add a little primer water to it to wet the brush. And this makes this shadow intensely amazing. You're about to see it. Here it comes. Get ready. Here we go. Oh, here it is. Oh. So yeah, I'm just packing it on in the whole middle section. Immediately like gold foil, which is nice. Also touching the lower lash line right in the middle. This doesn't have to be as precise. It's a little more blended down here. It's the way I like it. Really kind of brings out the gold in my eyes. I have an eyelash. Can you make a wish by yourself with an eyelash? I don't think so. Luna, come here. And I'm gonna darken up the outer corner a little bit more with Sippy Sippy. This is like a dark brown shade with like heavy glitter, which makes me nervous, but it looks really pretty on. And I'm just using a tiny, tiny bit. And I'm not gonna be putting it on the inner corner, just the outer, because that's what looks good on my eyes. Going back to Dog Man with my fluffy brush, I'm just gonna kind of make sure that middle highlight color is looking blended by going over the edges very lightly. Hi Luna, how you doing? Now for my bottom waterline, I'm gonna use the Colourpop Nude Liner. And on my upper waterline, I am using this, the Balm Liner. I'm using lashes. Plus, I'm trying to bring the drama today. Can you tell? Okay, for the inner corner highlight, I am going to use Gator Wings. Trying to pack it on. I want like a strong highlight. It's a little glittery, but it's working. Kind of just blending it with that darker color. Might have messed it up a little bit. I'm gonna go back to my Dog Man fluffy brush and add more Dog Man, but try not to like make it very precise like I did before. Yes, this looks better. I like that. Yeah, this is so not an inner corner brush. What am I thinking? But it's working. Now I'm doing some liquid liner. This is the Maybelline Line Stiletto liquid liner. You guys know I love this stuff. I've been using it for ages. I am just going over my lash line and I'm winging it out. Going for a pretty dramatic wing today. Nope, not quite. Sharp as a knife. Maybe not sharp as a knife, but this is as sharp as it gets for me and I'm proud of it. Whoa, both eyes are done. I'm losing light like crazy fast, so let's wrap this up. I'm adding a coat of mascara to my top and bottom lashes. This is the Covergirl Super Sizer mascara with fibers. I put it in my favorites video. I like never do some super dramatic wings like this. I'm just like, hello, when did you get here? To myself in the mirror, yes. Now I'm going to do lashes. These are just Ardell Wispies. They're not Demi Wispies for once in my life. I know, are you proud of me? I'm getting out of my little shell. These are just ever so slightly more dramatic than the Demi Wispies, and it's really pretty with this look. I wore them yesterday, so they're not on their card, but they're from the drugstore, very accessible, very inexpensive. These are things I like. Okay, now I've got both lashes on, but I do need to go over the band with my black liquid liner. Okay, and now my lips, I am using the Balm Meet Matte Hughes Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the color Sincere. This is one of their newer colors, and it is dangerously similar to Committed, which was my favorite color from the original set of colors. It's just kind of like a very wearable, you can see what it is. And we're done. That took a while. Definitely took longer than my usual tutorial, but I'm just trying to try new things and I really like this look. I hope you guys like it too. If you try this look or something like it, definitely tag me, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. I'd love to see what you guys do. And if you just want to like talk to me anywhere, it's LeighAnnSays everywhere. I'll put those links down below. Ooh, this is still really zoomed in. And if you like this look, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so you can keep up with all my new videos. I put out at least one video a week and I'd love to have you back. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much. You are my people and I love you. And as always, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone. I was almost about to say this is my new favorite concealer, but I didn't want to speak too soon. And as you can tell, I really, really like it. I